I think most people, you're sure, I forget what podcast we were listening to the other day on the drive back from Big Bear, but the one pastor that was talking about how we're all wired to kind of consume negative thoughts and we have to work at positive thinking. And I always added gratitude, for example, is it takes action, right? The gratitude lists or what I don't wake up, for me, if I'm being real, I don't wake up in a state of gratitude, right? I got to work at it. And I think like these talks right now, it's good reminders cuz life keeps going and it's easy to feel just busy again. And so how can I, instead of having to just live in this state of negativity, it's actually much easier to take time for gratitude or to have these conversations where we just get real with each other. Like a lot of people will say, dude, as guys, it's so hard to get open with each other and to share honest, vulnerable stuff and to let go of the ego. But it's long term, it's a lot easier because by holding on to everything and to re just living that negativity, it makes I have to live in a lot more pain. Like if I for me, I keep it pretty simple nowadays. If I if I go this way, it's just a lot more painful. And if I do a little bit of work when I first wake up, that's kind of a drag because I have to get out of bed early and I got to get a little bit of discipline. It ends up making my day a lot easier. Like it's actually harder to do this. It's harder for me it's for me, right? Everyone's different. It's harder for me to sleep in once I wake up. My day's harder because now I don't have as much positive enforcement in my mind already. I haven't worked out probably yet, and so there's that mental beast I have to deal with now, and it starts this cycle. And by starting with a little bit of morning discipline, it it sounds tough maybe to some people, but whoa, like okay, by starting off and waking up early, getting a workout in, spending some time with God in prayer, tough, right? Because I got to get out of bed, I got to make myself uncomfortable at first, but the rest of my day is easier. The rest of my day over here is more painful. So it's like you're saying, it's a lot. It's so much of life is purely perception. I'm glad we always have these talks, and I want to keep coming back on every so often for us to check in, and we can talk about so many things. I obviously have so much just life lived around around the sobriety and addiction stuff, and with just new challenges that are going to be coming up with getting married and starting a family and overcoming those inner voices that tell you that you shouldn't be doing this or that's you're not good enough to whatever it is, right? But like I can relate with anyone that tells me, dude, cannot I'm not successful right now, or I'm in a place in my life where it's really tough and I feel really negative, or I'm depressed, or I have anxiety, or whatever. I can relate with most of it. Or if I don't know exactly, I can kind of draw on a past feeling that's probably we can draw some similarities to. So I think that it's cool. I like being uniquely qualified to understand and relate with people that have dealt with a lot of those what ifs and those moments in life that we can't be prepared for, and we just have to go through it. So I think that these conversations are just good to have, and we can go back into our day with a little bit more lightness and a little more positive outlook on stuff, and then do it all over again at some point.